Let's play a game in this episode of Opposition Uncovered. It's called Guess What Minute Mo Salah Dives and Liverpool Get Awarded a Penalty. Guess what minute VAR is involved that awards Liverpool a goal or a controversial decision. And guess what minute Pablo Fornal scores a goal at Anfield. Place your bets now. Tell me what you bet. And tell me if you did even bet, because I would bet any money either of those three things will happen when West Ham United travels up to Anfield on Saturday evening. And there's never a good time to play Liverpool in the league, and they've only lost twice in the league all season. One was against Leicester City on December the 28th, and before that, they lost to West Ham at the Bowl in that 3-2 win. Memorable game. Alisson, Fornals and Zuma scored the goals. Alisson got an own goal in the game. I wish Fornals would have claimed that. He would have had a brace. Here's what it is, though. We beat Liverpool back on November the 7th, and my life peaked at that point. My life peaked. Everything was so beautiful at that time. But how the tables have turned, eh? Liverpool are still up there chasing the Premier League title. West Ham seems to be on a bit of a crash course right now. I know we've just come off a win against Wolves, but we got knocked out of the League Cup in the week. Well, not FA Cup, rather. Liverpool won the League Cup on penalties because Kepa decided to put another ball into orbit and made Mauricio Sarri absolutely wet himself laughing and choking on cigarette smoke somewhere in the south of Italy as a result. And, Liverpool's going to be gassed up for this. They're coming off the back of a 6-0 win over Leeds United as well. And, confidence is really high at Liverpool. One of the best teams I've ever seen. They're one of the best teams in this league. And, there's, like I say, it's never a good time to go to Anfield. Let me talk about Liverpool's season so far. Currently, they're on a 6-game winning streak. And in that time, they have kept a total of 4 clean sheets in the last 6 games, demonstrating how good of a goalkeeper Alisson is. He's absolute world class. They're not a team that's accustomed to dropping points. They're a high-press, high-energy team. And there could be cause for us to go 5 at the back in this game. I hope that probably isn't the case. If we go 5 at the back, it means we have some more in the midfield. So the plus and the minus to that. But there's no real way to stop Liverpool's attack. They're just so good. They have one of the best front threes I have ever seen in the Premier League. Even since the days of Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. When they had Salah, Firmino, Mane, it was a deadly, deadly, deadly trio. Now they've got Luis Diaz on board, whom West Ham supposedly tried to sign in January. Things have been improving for them, and they have a real class player amongst them. If West Ham had signed Luis Diaz, that would have been amazing. Amazing, but we have all that rhetoric of, we tried. That's something for another video. I'm not going to get onto that. Liverpool is a team that scores a lot of goals, and they do it in many different ways. It's like you give them the space, you give them the time, they will punish you. And they are a beatable team. They're not Arsenal's Invincibles. They are a very beatable team, but they're not an easy team by any stretch of the imagination to play against. Any stretch of the imagination. And I am kind of fearing the worst for this game. As long as it's not an absolute battering, I think we could be fine. As for my 3 players that I want to look out for, first one that comes to mind is Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he is an excellent set-piece specialist, excellent assister of the ball, and knows where to find players at the right time. Only one criticism of him is that his defensive ability lacks, in my opinion. He did score against us at the Bowl in November, but his defensive qualities lack at times, even though he is a good crosser of the ball and he provides that extra energy into the team. Second player I'm going to talk about is a player who I think is equally important as Salah and Mane, Virgil van Dijk. Without him in the defence crumbles. Van Dijk is such a key part to that Liverpool defence because he allows Robertson and TAA to go forward more. When Van Dijk went down injured, was it last season he did that? Yeah, I think it was. It meant that Robertson and Alexander had to push back a lot. And even Fabinho had to go in as a centre-back role. So losing Van Dijk was absolutely killer for them. Killer. And he's a very important part of that Liverpool team, I have to say. Third player I am going to talk about as well is Alisson, because I think he's a quality goalkeeper. He won the Yashin Trophy back in 2019. He's won a Copa America. He's got an eye for silverware. And he was definitely worth the world record fee for a goalkeeper when he signed for Liverpool in 2018. It wasn't Kepa. That's criminal what Chelsea did. Alisson Becker all the way. Excellent goalie. And I actually like him. He looks like actually my former roommate from when I was at uni as well. I used to think, oh, look, Alisson Becker's back home. His real name wasn't Alisson, but I just thought, oh my God, I'm sharing with a goalie. I could have just put his face on like Facebook and said, oh no, look, I've met Alisson Becker in Liverpool. So that's how identical they were. But yeah, all jokes aside, Alisson is an excellent goalkeeper. Someone who is really tough to get past as well. The defensive unit at Liverpool isn't talked about enough, so that's why I included 3 defensive-minded players. Well, a goalkeeper and 2 defenders anyway. As for a player who played for both, I've decided to go with Stuart Downing. Stuart Downing joined Liverpool from Aston Villa in 2011. He made 65 league appearances and scored 3 goals for the Reds before joining West Ham in 2013. In 2 years at West Ham, he scored 7 goals in 69 games and was actually not that bad of a player. After he left West Ham, he returned back to his hometown of Middlesbrough for a second spell with the Borough and finished his playing career with Blackburn Rovers in 2021. As for my score prediction for this game, I am not really all that confident. I'm not... I'm not all that buzzing. I've got to be honest with you. I'm not all that buzzing for this. I'm excited for it, but I'm nervous and scared. And for that reason, I think I'm going to unfortunately have to say 3-1 Liverpool. Form we're in right now is not good enough. We are in bad form. We're in bad shape. I don't see us really getting a lot out of this. There'll be limbs when we score in the away, and that is for sure. But I can't see us breaking down Liverpool. I'm going to say 3-1 to them. Yeah, it's going to look bleak, and I'm actually nervous for this. Liverpool will do us over if we're not careful. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Opposition Uncovered. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. And if you're making the trip up to Liverpool, have a safe journey.